There's a revolution happening in space. Small startups are launching a new generation of satellites, made from off-the-shelf parts smaller than a loaf of bread, manufactured in days, not years. These satellites are watching over our changing planet, helping farmers grow the food we need, connecting billions to the internet, and ensuring a safer world. The only problem has been affordably and reliably launching these satellites into space. Until now. What if you could depend on a launch every month, every week, every day? What if booking a launch was as easy as booking a flight from San Francisco to New York?
And so Astra were making a big deal about how this launch would be the one to show that they were able to do what they promised. And, you know, it's getting more important because they are now a publicly traded company and people own stock in Astra. And that has given the company more money to play with.
Maybe I'm not even human, but I know there's lots of room in infinity. There's got to be a time and place for me to cease this endless search and settle down with my own race and never, ever, ever feel space. Space, baby.
Hopefully launch today, live, and I have quite a bit of money in this stock. Hope it does well. The reason why I invested in this stock before this launch is because they were so close to reaching to the destination that they were shooting for in their last attempt, but I believe the CEO said there was just one line of code that needed to be fixed. I'm just thinking, hopefully he's right. I don't know, we'll see. Yesterday, if you watched my video, I showed my portfolio as the rocket was getting closer and closer to the launch. But then when it got scrubbed, you can see my portfolio drop. Since it's Saturday, you can't see my stock move. But even if it does crash, I like how the CEO said, we're still going to learn from it. The more launches that they do, the more their knowledge increases on what it will take for the launches to be successful. These guys were hilarious in the chat yesterday. When it didn't launch, they were like, poke it with a stick. They said it was Trump's fault. Yeah, so this is supposed to be broadcasted live on Times Square, but...
This launch instead has become one of the more memorable launches of recent times, or all time, to be honest. The rocket lost one of 5 engines almost immediately, and with a thrust-to-weight ratio of 1, it pretty much went sideways, hovering laterally across the landscape until it eventually burned enough propellant to start heading upwards. Astra CEO Chris Kemp posted the other angle onto Twitter video, and of course Twitter video is lousy in terms of quality, but it is another angle and there's a couple of things to see. From this angle you don't get to see the panel popping up, but you do get to see a flash in the engines area. And as the rocket turns over, you get to see the engines just running through the bottom of the launch stand and throwing debris out.
And thank you for standing by with us. Unfortunately, we heard that an issue has been experienced during flight that prevented the delivery of our customer payloads to orbit today. We are deeply sorry to our customers, NASA, the University of Alabama, the University of New Mexico, and the University of California, Berkeley. More information will be provided as we complete a data review, and you can follow along for updates on Twitter at Astra, as well as on our website, astra.com.
You decide when you go, what's on your rocket, what orbit you're going towards, and we'll do the rest. We're the world's largest space company that you've never heard of.
But I was really happy that the rocket didn't just go like and just fall over. That would have been extremely embarrassing.
We all were deceived. We all had the spinning ball put in our classroom from the time we were little wee tots that says on the bottom, not for educational purposes.
It's a spiritual battle, a warfare between good and evil.
There's always someone walking among us who has nefarious objectives and will use some of our greatest technology for the unraveling of civilization. That's always been the case.
Thanks a lot for searching that out. I appreciate that. Fisherman in the Box. Fisherman in a Box.